Let's look at the highlights then of the opening round of the Intelligent Money British GT Championship. It was a delayed start because of a bit of rain, and further delayed after this drama for Morgan Tilbrook's SRO Motorsport McLaren. That meant the safety car stayed out for another lap. When it peeled into the pit lane and we went racing, it was Andrew Howard in the Aston Martin who led away, Michael Igoe chasing hard, Leo Machitsky third, and the Bentley of Kelvin Fletcher in fourth as the field poured its way through Paddock Hill Bend for the first time. Leo Machitsky in the Barwell-run Lamborghini was on his toes, looking for a way to get past Igoe up the road ahead of him. Cars dived down though through Graham Hill Bend. There was all action up and down the field, and so too for the race lead as Michael Igoe went through on the inside to get himself up and past Andrew Howard. And not only was he ahead of the Aston Martin, but the Lamborghini would soon start to pull away. For Ram Racing and the pink Mercedes, James Cottingham had been a real star of the first stint in his first GT3 outing, until he made this mistake going into paddock and tagged the back of Adam Ballon. It put both of them sideways and into the gravel. With the two cars on the edge of the road, it brought out the safety car. Igoe's lead had all but disappeared, but he had one back marker between himself and Andrew Howard on the restart. Howard, though, couldn't repel the charge of Richard Neary. The Mercedes through on the inside, wide at paddock, and Howard was back through. Kelvin Fletcher fourth in the Bentley, trying to be part of that battle as Howard ran wide at Druids. Neary given another chance as they headed down the hill. The Mercedes had the pace, but Neary's commitment put him in strife again at Stirling's, wide over the curb. And as the pit window opened, in as the race leader came Michael Igoe to give way to perennial championship bridesmaid Phil Keen. Andrew Howard gave way to Johnny Adam as Keen blasted out of the pit lane, keeping the WPI Motorsport Lamborghini in the lead. Johnny Adam was second, and a change for third. Yelmer Berman in for Ian Loggy, getting ahead of the Machitsky Dennis Lind Lamborghini. In GT4, there was plenty of action, and moving forward into the class lead, the SRO Motorsport Ginetta. Mark Sanson had started, Charlie Robertson took it over, and the number 56 Ginetta was starting to get away from the Century Motorsport BMWs that had longer pit stops by dint of having all silver driver combinations. That cost an extra 26 seconds, but for now, Gus Burton was all over the back of teammate Andrew Gordon-Colebrook. The two BMWs ran together as they came over the line, and round on the outside line, Gus Burton. That would put number 57 BMW into second in class. And it wasn't long before the GT4 story took another twist, and it was a twist that would favour the Nathan Freak-run team. Century Motorsports BMWs were second and third. They'd soon be 1 and 2 as into the pit lane with a punctured Pirelli limped Charlie Robertson. The time lost for SRO Motorsport dropped the car down the order and gave Century the GT4 win. But through for GT3 honours, Michael Igoe and Phil Keen for WPI Motorsport, the first time that they've shared a car, and starting the relationship in fine style. It was a great result in GT4 for the Century BMWs, taking a 1-2 finish after the dramas for the SRO Motorsport Ginetta. But it was all smiles at WPI Motorsport. Behind the masks, Phil Keen and Michael Igoe celebrating victory in the first round of the championship. Next stop, 3 hours of drama at Silverstone.